Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and furthermore, welcome back to yet another exciting figure review. Tonight we're taking a look at the DJ Music Man Funko Pop from Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. I'm really happy that we're finally getting some of these security breach characters as Funko Pops. I mean, we recently got some of the Ruined figures, which had Ruined Roxanne Wolf, Ruined Glamrock Chica, and Ruined Eclipse. And now we're getting Vanny and DJ Music Man in the Help Wanted 2 Funko Pop line. So you can see, actually, this is quite a small box when it comes to the sideways boxes. For example, here is the Jurassic World Dominion Velociraptors Blue and Beta box, which is about the size of a regular sideways box. Music Man here has quite a smaller sideways box. Just wanted to point that out. But taking a look at the box here, we can see Pop Games, we can see Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Help Wanted, with Funtime Foxy coming down the hallway, just sort of lunging out of the darkness. It looks pretty spooky. You can see his name, DJ Music Man. You can see a render of him there. You can see he's number 1131. Side of the box, you can see a nice render of him there, with that same image of Funtime Foxy in the darkness. There's some tile floors there. Back of the box, you can see Faz Station. I think this is like a Fizzy Faz station right there. You can see, again, the render of him there. You can see Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. And there is actually 4 figures in this set. Glitch Trap, Scrap Baby, Vanny, and of course, DJ Music Man, like we have here. It says, collect them all! Side of the box, render of the character, his number, Pop Games, DJ Music Man, and top of the box, nothing really going on. You got Funko, and you got Pop Games, and you got his name. So that pretty much wraps up the packaging. I actually really like how they changed up the box art. It's not the same box art that we're used to when it comes to the video game line of Funko Pop figures. It's actually different compared to the FNAF 2 box art that we've always gotten. It is now themed exclusively around Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2, and I quite like that. But with all that being said, I'm going to take a few minutes to get this one unboxed. Don't go away, there's more figure review to be had. Alright, here is DJ Music Man out of the packaging. And this doesn't even look like a Funko Pop, guys. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, look at this thing. DJ Music Man always had black eyes. He doesn't look like a Funko Pop. This literally just looks like a figure of DJ Music Man. I love how this looks. He's got like the headphones. He's got the purple nose. He's got the keyboard teeth. He's got obviously his spider legs. He's got like some speakers on the back. Some like ports or buttons going on there. He's got some sliders on his belly there. Of course, all of his legs have these cartoon glove hands on them. I think it's really creepy how he's like reaching for you there. That's pretty spooky. But yeah, this is a really nice Funko Pop of DJ Music Man from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach and Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. I think this guy looks really, really dope. And again, he doesn't even look like a Funko Pop because DJ Music Man already had black eyes. So, yeah, you can basically have this as a DJ Music Man figure. So, really, really cool. You can even see, like, the details when it comes to the speakers on his headset and even on his back there. Really, really cool. I like how this guy looks. I love how each of the hands is angled differently, or, sorry, each of the legs and even the hands are in slightly different ways. I mean, they're all kind of holding on to the floor, but it's still really, really cool. I like how this looks. DJ Music Man figure. Shout out to Matt Pat. Matt Pat really likes Music Man, apparently. I mean, he got really excited when he was shown off in one of the commercials for Security Breach when that was coming out. But yeah, I guess we'll go into some comparisons with this really cool DJ Music Man Funko Pop. Alright, for comparison, here is DJ Music Man next to Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Nightmare Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Circus Baby from Five Nights at Freddy's The Sister Location, Happy Frog from Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator, Twisted Wolf from the Five Nights at Freddy's novel trilogy, and Foxy from the live-action Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And just for fun, here is the DJ Music Man Funko Pop next to the supersized Mangle Funko Pop. So, my final thoughts on this Music Man figure. Like many a time I've said before, I love this figure. I think it's great, and the fact that Music Man has black eyes already, and his head is already squared off already, really make it so that Funko could not mess up this figure. Even by implementing their stylized style to this figure, it still just looks like a Music Man figure. And that is something I think a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's fans are going to like about the Music Man Funko Pop, as this is the first widely available Music Man to hit retail stores. I think the only bit of Music Man figures or merch that you could get prior to this was like a pin and maybe a few other things. But with this being like a widely available figure, I think a lot of people are going to like that. And of course, on top of that, it doesn't even look like a Funko Pop. It literally just straight up looks like a figure of DJ Music Man. So there's literally nothing to hate about this figure. It's amazing, and I think it's super cool. The only thing I have that I could say maybe they could have done better with this figure is making it a little bit bigger. I feel like if they gave Mangle a supersized figure, they probably should have given Music Man the supersized treatment or the jumbo Funko Pop treatment. Because Music Man is a pretty big character. So, you'd think that they would make a giant version of him, and they still might later down the line, but right now, he's just done in the regular Funko Pop size, which a lot of people are going to like because he's very obviously cheap and not like $30 that you would pay for a supersized figure. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about the Five Nights at Freddy's DJ Music Man Funko Pop. And with that, do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.